last night, your Miami Heat, they beat the holy hell out of the Pelicans. Actually, the Pelicans were kind of feisty, but I tell you what, I don't know if it's reasonable to do this. I don't know if this is responsible on my part, but it may be the death of third quarter. I mean, this has been a thing that has hindered the Heat for a long time. Everybody knows that the Heat come out of halftime after you typically rolling early, and it's third quarter time. You know, you got to weather the storm. But I may be at the point where I got to call it on that one, at least for this road trip. Those last 4 games, they have come in those third quarters, and they have stomped on teams and basically put their arms around them like Habib and make them tap. I mean, they outscored them 27-18 in the third quarter. This has been the big thing on this road trip. But the thing that was awesome yesterday, you know, while you have all these teams that are out there like the Nets and the Sixers and the Bucks, everybody's making moves. You know what moves are? All right, it's insecurity. You don't believe in yourself. And what the Miami Heat did is they showed steady like a rock. No worries about it. You want to know why? We like our roster. In fact, it's basically like we're getting acquisitions every single week because we just got Kyle Lowry back 4 games ago after not having Bam Adebayo, after not having Jimmy Butler. We still have Victor Oladipo and Markieff Morris, maybe, coming down the pipe. And you don't make moves when you're already on the top. Everybody out there, they want to say, oh, the Heat, they're dangerous loomers. I guess if you want to say we're looming over you like an anvil and you're Wile E. Coyote, that's what the East is, sure. But, you know, all these teams yesterday, what it showed to me was they knew they weren't going to be able to survive like this. The Nets, they couldn't handle the dysfunction, all right? The Sixers, they couldn't handle not trading Ben Simmons and risking a Joel Embiid season like this going into the playoffs. They had to make a move because they're scared. That's why. Even the Bucks having to go out and get some pieces. Even the Bulls looking around, what can we do? But the Heat, steady as it goes. Steady as it goes. The only move they're making is Victor Oladipo's coming back, and we're making Caleb Martin playoff eligible. That's what's happening for you. That's what's happening for you. And by the way, I don't know if the league is taking notice of what Bam has been doing these last 4 games. Woo! But my guy, the real one, is very aggressive. And he is going at that basket with a vengeance. And so you best believe that if you have a Bam Adebayo with this kind of mentality, and I know that Kyle Lowry, the guy I always wanted here, the floor general, QB1, Lowry, you better believe that he's instilling this into Bam Adebayo. Because the 4 games that he's been back, Bam has looked like a different animal. He is going out there with, I mean, it's like 21 shots a game. When do you see Bam take 21 shots a game? Career high for him. He's done it twice in the last 4 games.
I like this aggressive Bam.
I like it too.
Defensively, too. He's been on one.
Yes. Oh, I'm not even talking, and this is the thing. I'm not even talking about his defense, which may be better than it's ever been. I'm telling you right now, these teams better watch out and wake up. Because you got Jimmy Butler here, sure. Jimmy Butler, it's still the MVP train. He's still the conductor. Kyle Lowry, he's in there with one of the hats, too. He's QB1. I mean, that beautiful pass that yesterday, he was like, shong. I mean, we had 2 offensive gurus who were introduced yesterday. You had Mike McDaniel and you had QB1 Kyle Lowry with that bomb to Jimmy Butler. And also dropping bombs himself because he had a 3 from the logo. Just doing it willy-nilly. You know, everybody wants to sit here and they want to talk about a big 3 this and a big 3 that. They're overlooking it. They don't even see the chameleon through the camouflage. It's really disturbing is what it is, because you want to sit here and you want to bicker and moan about what these teams are doing with the Nets. Oh, is Ben Simmons okay? Yeah, listen. Let's theoretically talk about a guy who had a meltdown in the playoffs, had the city of Philadelphia basically burying him spiritually, and you want to say that's going to perfectly fit with the New York Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, you know, the biggest media market known to man, you know, also with Kyrie Irving, who everybody really can't seem to stand and play with, also with Kevin Durant, who doesn't seem like he can hold anybody together. Okay, believe in that. And then on the other side of this, you want to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers, who go out and get a fat bum who's never going to win a championship, James Harden. I mean, and you think that I'm scared of this? Oh, because Joel Embiid's having a big season? Hey, finally wake up, big boy. You're finally doing what you're supposed to do. What am I supposed to do? Give Joel Embiid a cookie? Thanks for getting in shape, Joel. It's only year 7. Fat bum! But let me tell you something. When it comes to playoff time, we know how this goes. The same way it always goes for the Philadelphia 76ers. Honestly, there's only one matchup I wouldn't even say I'm concerned about, but looking forward to, and that's the trilogy against the Milwaukee Bucks. It's the only team that has my respect right now. They're the champs. That's the team that the Heat have to knock off. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. I think they got Serge Ibaka yesterday. I'm worried about that team, and that's it. Everybody else can kick the sharpest of rocks. Bulls, frauds. Celtics, frauds. Raptors, freak show. Cleveland Cavaliers, nice cute little story. Too young. F that. But there's only one team up here. The rest of you ass clowns, fight for scraps. The rest of you. The lot of you. I don't want to hear it. Not with the way I see Bam out of box. They didn't have Tyler here yesterday. Didn't need him, J-Fig. Didn't even need him. Too good yesterday. You had your big 3 on one yesterday, and they carried him. Didn't get one good performance yesterday from a role player offensively. Didn't need it. You want to know why? Because PJ Tucker's a dog. He gets in there, and he's defending. He's all over the place, and he'll hit that clutch 3 when you need him to. Duncan Robinson, yeah, he was building a brick house yesterday, but you see that finger roll?
Yeah, I did see that, actually.
I didn't know he could do that.
I was like, yeah, take it in.
He still took those 10 shots. That 10 shots, that spreads the floor. You know, sometimes it's about process and not results. And I'm not talking about that bum process that they do in Philadelphia, which they're still trying to make a thing. I'm talking about you got to have the process of this offense, and you got to keep them guessing. You got to keep them worried. Don't even get me started yesterday, by the way, on the Bam and Yurt alert.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you didn't get the goosies yesterday with seeing Handsome Yurt and Bam together on the floor, I don't know what to tell you. Goose. Because right now, here's the truth of it. Eric Spoelstra, he's unlocking a monster. Something that he has not been willing to do for a very, very long time. And that is play 2 bigs, who are actually functional, next to Bam Adebayo. All right? Not some cute little story, not some guy who's out there for 8 minutes. Even though Big Yurt literally played 8 minutes yesterday. I'm talking about he's putting the mechanic with him, and he's putting Big Yurt with him. And you want to know something? You see what Bam's doing with this? Because he's like a piranha going all around the arc. They don't even know what to do. He's here. He's there. It's like everywhere they turn. CJ McCollum didn't know what to do. Brandon Ingram didn't know what to do. That other dude who I've never heard of who was random heat killer yesterday didn't know what to do.
You talking about the little guy?
Yeah, what was his name? He was really good. Alvarado?
Oh, man. I saw him on good. Bleacher Report like 2 days ago.
Nah, that guy's good, man.
He's pretty
Garrett
good.
Temple's still in the league, huh?
How? I'm not sure how. And by any chance, did you for any second think PJ Tucker was going to miss the second half? I know he had that.
Oh, you're talking about? No, I don't. I think PJ Tucker is pretty much made of Teflon. I don't think you can hurt him.
I knew he was coming back.
Yeah, I know. I think he just tells the ankle to stop hurting or the knee. Goes,
body.
Not now. He's like, yeah, we make fun of Mark Jackson. No, PJ Tucker can literally tell his body not now.
Yeah.
That's how PJ Tucker's built. But here they are. Everybody's going out there. They're obsessing. They can't help themselves. These idiots at ESPN who I mean, it kills them so much to give the Heat any type of credit. It kills them so much to put them anywhere in the top 5 in the power rankings. But yet here they are. All this obsession around the league about the Sixers, all this obsession about the Nets, all this obsession about the Lakers, all these bum teams all around the league. And you have a beautiful thing right before your eyes. Right before your eyes. And you don't want to see it. You want to be stubborn. It's ridiculous. I want to get a little silly sauce, okay? This was after the game. Kyle Lowry, my guy, low dog, all right? Triple-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists yesterday in the winner's circle on Bally Sports Heat. And Jimmy Butler, he wanted to know if he got to the milestone.
Way to go, boy. A lot of just continuing to understand what we're doing. Huh? What did I get? What? I don't know.
He did get the triple double. Kyle,
yes,
you had your
I know. There was a reason I didn't say yes.
I don't know if it comes over quite as great on radio as it does on TV, because Jimmy Butler, when he finds out that Kyle Lowry gets the triple double, which first of all, I love the fact that Crotty's like, he did get the triple, like Crotty can hear him on because he's wearing the headset.
Yeah.
But I love Jimmy, like he's like flexing, like he's like, yeah, let's go.
He was hype,
I
man.
saw that video.
He was hyped for his friend.
That was great.
It was great.
As the triple-double leader of the franchise, he was probably happy to see his friend do well.
I tell you what, man, he was he had that triple double early too. He was so good. I thought it was one of he's been fantastic all year. Kyle Lowry, definitely underrated how good the guy is. You know, you have a newfound respect. You have a newfound respect for Low Dog. You know, maybe I erred in my ways in always wanting him. You know, I should have maybe wanted him even more. But Kyle Lowry is unlocking a lot of stuff, and now that you have this trio together, this is the thing that's funny about it, is like everybody's, they're fawning over these teams, and these guys haven't even played 20 games together yet. That's crazy, J-Fig. 36-20. These guys haven't even gotten to 20 games together yet. Bam, Jimmy, and Kyle. That's wild. That's wild. And now they're still sitting atop these, still smoking. And then they come back. They will be back here on Saturday. I'm curious about this. Is Ben Simmons making his debut? Because Kevin Durant's still hurt, so he's not going to be back. It's Florida, so that's definitely a Kyrie Irving game, because, I mean, we're willy-nilly down here. We don't care. We don't care. And Ben Simmons, I mean, I'd imagine he's going to play. I think I saw something about him. Let's see. Ben Simmons. So much stuff happened yesterday. I couldn't even keep up with all the news, so I didn't. Let's see. Report is Ben Simmons will join the Nets on their road trip tomorrow in Miami. Doesn't say that he's going to play, but he should be with the team. I think he should play. What are we waiting for? You know, get out there and play. I mean, it's not like he's hurt. You know, he just didn't want to be in Philadelphia. Let's go. Let's get it going. It was funny though yesterday. The only part about the Nets shenanigans yesterday that I really, really enjoyed was the All-Star draft. And the All-Star draft was great because it was Team Durant and Team LeBron. LeBron is the first pick, and they're ticking off names. You know, Jimmy Butler and Jason Tatum and John Morant, and all these guys are getting ticked. Darius Garland, and then they get down, and you're like, oh, yeah, who are they leaving on? And then you look, oh, James Harden's still up there. And it gets to the second to last pick, and the only two guys up there are Rudy Gobert, who was picked last year, and I feel like has been picked last every year, and James Harden.
Keeps making it.
It's whatever. Big crybaby. Because if he doesn't, he's going to blubber like a big baby. Nobody likes a big baby.
True.
You ever been around a little baby when it cries?
Annoying.
Not great. Imagine a 7-foot baby.
It's true.
You know?
Bigger tears.
Poop in his pants.
Oh,
disgusting.
A lot of poop.
But Rudy Gobert, so the only two left on the list, it's Durant's pick. The only two left on the list are Rudy Gobert and James Harden. And he goes, I guess I'm going to need some size, so I'm going to go with Rudy Gobert.
Just straight face.
And James Harden's just left. He has to go to Team LeBron.
LeBron was cracking up, man, when this was happening.
He's dying laughing. Because Chuck's like, and then LeBron gets the pick, and he goes, "Has he been healthy? Is he okay?" And Charles Barkley goes, he got traded. He's going to be healthy now.
Yep.
He rubs some ice, and then LeBron loses it, and then finally Kevin Durant kind of cracks on it because he's just like, I want guys who want to be here. So. That's it. It's the drama's over there. I would be pissed if I was Kevin Durant too.
Yeah.
I would be totally pissed if I, James Harden, you're like, look, I made all these, because the Nets had a really good team without James Harden as it was. And they bring in James Harden. They make all these moves. They dump all these assets. Could have probably gotten a lot of stuff for those assets. Would have gotten, a lot of number of guys that would have loved to come play with Kevin Durant. And he brings this guy in. And the best they could do is a guy who doesn't want to play basketball. It's something. It's definitely some drama, which is why I find it hilarious that everybody just thinks, oh, these are the teams that are going to turn around. Dude, you guys all thought that Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving were going to take over the league for the next decade. It doesn't mean it's going to work out. Like LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh in their primes didn't win all the championships. It doesn't happen like that. And I just think that, okay, yes, you would see it theoretically. And you're like, oh, Philadelphia, they were getting nothing out of that position. They were getting nothing out of Ben Simmons, and you turn it into James Harden. I get it. I understand why you guys think it's a plus. Here's the thing, though. He is a postseason Titanic. He is a bum. Every time you need this guy to win an important game, he never shows up. And now, by the way, because he doesn't stay in shape, you never know if he's going to be healthy. You know that hamstring's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And people are going to sit here. They're going to be like, oh, former MVP with maybe the current MVP. It's definitely going to work out. Will it, though? Will it? Because you thought it was going to work with Durant last year. And I'll tell you one thing. Kevin Durant, he dwarfs the credentials of Joel Embiid. Not even close. Not even close. And they weren't able to do it last year because his hamstrings weren't in shape. So, okay. And then, oh, Ben Simmons, he's going to be the perfect fit next to the Nets. The perfect. He's not the perfect fit for anybody. He's not the perfect fit for anybody. He comes up small, and he doesn't want to play offense. And you may say, oh, man, but he's going to go defend like hell and all that. Hey, defend like hell. Oh, you like teams that defend like hell? Well, point on down to old 601 Biscayne Boulevard. Because if you think that you're good with one good defender, he's a good defender. Some may say great. I say good. I think he's a little bit overrated. I think because he sucks so much at offense, people overrate his defense. That's truly what I believe with Ben Simmons.
I agree.
I think he's a talented defender, but I think he's wildly because we have been building up Ben Simmons. We talk about him so much. We've been building up Ben Simmons and the idea of Ben Simmons for so long. His defense is good. Elite. I've seen elite. He don't defend bigs like Bam. All right, it's cute. He's got that wingspan. He's a banshee on the wings and defending perimeter guys. And when he gets steals, he's a demon in transition. But can he do 1 through 5 like Bam? No, sir. No. He's had Joel Embiid there to funnel guys. Okay? He's had a safety blanket his entire career. Now go be the man. Now go be the man defensively. We'll see. Because Bam is the man. Bam's the guy who does this all. And by the way, actually will shoot jump shots. But everybody wants to talk about Ben Simmons because he was the number 1 pick. Big mope. I mean, Goran Dragic slapped him right in the back of the head. He didn't do nothing.
Oh, I saw that recently, actually.
You guys didn't know about this? No. The Goran Dragic slapping him in the back of the head?
No. I saw that recently.
I should address this. So Goran Dragic was traded yesterday. Gogi was traded to the Spurs.
Whoa!
And the word is he's going to get bought out.
Yeah.
Which would make him eligible to come back to the Miami Heat
this season.
Yeah,
because I know there's like a thing you can't go back in a year or something.
I don't think that he's going to come back.
Nah. Oh, like ever? Or
no, I don't think he's going to come back to the Heat. I think he's going to go to the Mavericks.
Oh, and like right.
I saw that the other team. No, I saw the other teams out. There was Chicago, Milwaukee. There was one other thing. I think it was the Clippers, which seemed really odd. I mean, unless he just wants to stuff numbers to get another contract, that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
And then Dallas, and Dallas just traded Porzingis. I do think though I think they got Dinwiddie back in that deal. They did. Maybe it doesn't make sense for them to get Gogi. Although Dinwiddie, he's Bitcoin weirdo, a little bit of an overthinker, So I guess it's like reportedly his teammates didn't want him there. I tell you one thing: don't get an annoying guy in there with Luka Doncic, because you want to know what's going to happen? He's going to up and leave for Miami in a couple of years, buddy. But also, and this can't be undersold. Maybe, just maybe, Mark Cuban is scared to sign Goran Dragic because, think about this.
Okay.
Scared to sign Goran Dragic because you never want to let a dragon fox in the hen house.
Is that?
And all of a sudden he goes, look, buddy, it's not working out here so good, huh? What you say in 3 years you come play with Bam, Donovan Mitchell, and you, Luka show, in Miami. Be interesting. We'll see if Bam even wants him. He's going to have 2 rings at that point. So we'll see. But that could be another thing with Mark Cuban. But I haven't seen any interest. Now, has Goran Dragic been basically hanging out at FTX Arena like it's a country club? Yes, he has. He's basically been just working out at the facility, coming to games. Everybody's been seeing him. And so is this all just a covert thing to show like this is the biggest fleece known to man That the entire time the plan was he was going to go to Toronto, tank it, say that I want out, come and live in Miami, and then when the time was right, he got traded and bought out, right back to the Heat. Possible?
Yeah, probable.
It could be. We'll see. I don't want him on the Bucks. If those Bucks reports are true,
Yeah,
Gogi break my heart.
I really hope.
Gogi would break my heart.
I don't want him in Chicago either.
I wouldn't want him in Chicago, but Chicago's not doing it. They're big frauds.
No,
they're not doing nothing.
I just don't want him.
But if he, but Milwaukee, that's I think it's going to be Heat and Milwaukee. If it matches up that way, I mean, I think those are the best two teams in the East.
I agree.
And for me, I can't have Gogi on that team because it's going to hurt to destroy him.
Unless his plan is to ruin their team as well.
Oh, like a landmine.
Wow, he just goes around the league tanking it up everywhere.
Just stinking up the joint. Wow. And so he doesn't give the ball to Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he just starts throwing the ball over the backboard. Just in key moments though, you gotta play it cool.
For sure.
You gotta play it cool. Interesting. Didn't think about it like that. I like your diabolical mind, you and I. Mm-hmm. We got this going on together, you and me. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
White Shirt Friday.
It is a White Shirt Friday.